How's it going, geometry kids? Welcome to your second video of your geometry career. We're going to talk about measuring angles today. Alright? So first we got to know, what is an angle? Alright, an angle is two rays with that same endpoint. And you can see there on the picture, you have a ray goes off to infinity and beyond. Then you have another one, and they connect at one point where we're opposite, and they whoa, whoa, uh, uh, there you go, that's an angle. Alright. So the vertex is that point that they connect, the point of the angle. The vertex can get you in the eye, right? Kind of looks like an arrow. So we can name an angle different ways. There's actually three ways to do it. And you can see the picture over here. One way to name it, if you only have one point, like there's only two rays, you can't do this if you have if this was it, you can't name it A because you don't know if you're talking about this angle or the big one. But if there's only one option, you can just call it by the one letter, the point in which the rays meet. The other way is sometimes there'll be like a number in there, and you can just use that number or identification symbol. That's fine. But the most common way, and the way you have to get used to doing, is by making the letter sandwich. So this one's BAC, right? I just went through B angle BAC. It's BAC or CAD, or it doesn't matter because CAB is the same thing as BAC. That's it. That's all there is to it. How about some angles? Sorry. Good. And in an angle, you have an interior and an exterior. The interior is on the inside, exterior is on the outside. I don't reference this very much because you could actually argue it the other way around. But I digress. Let's go onward and upwards. How do I use this? Oh no, my pen died. Why am I talking like this? We're live, people. Alright, with your whiskets. Alright, let's just go for it. I'm gonna use a mouse. I can't. Alright. So let's take a look at this one. So they want to know what are two other names for KML. I'm gonna use my touchscreen. Alright. So two other names for KML. So we're looking at this angle right here, right? So first off, we went KML before, right? So we could call it angle LMK. Oh, I need a stylus or something. This is bad. Okay. Another way we could say, do you see how there's that little number in there? Where's my highlighter tool? There you are, you little buddy. You see how there's that little 2 right there? So we could call it angle 2. So that's A. Two other ways to call it. B. I'm just gonna plug this thing. This is causing nothing but grief. Yeah, it's front and center. Alright. Are there any other names for angle M? Or would it be correct to call it angle M? Well, no. Because angle M could be talking about, this angle right here. Or it could be talking about this angle. Or it could be talking about the whole thing, the big angle, right? So we don't know which angle it's talking about. So it's not specific enough. So go ahead and write that down. It's not specific enough. All right, I have to pause this to find out what I'm doing, what I need to do since my Moby died. All right, I'm back. Wee. Oh man, come on. There you are. Let's talk about the protractor postulate. If you didn't know what a protractor was, this is a protractor. It's that half circle, or if you're full retractor, some would say you're protractor. Anyway, so all the protractor postulate says is pretty much any angle you can make measured between 0 and 180 degrees. Alright? I'm going to show you how to use a protractor real quick. Fast like, yeah. And another part of the protractor postulate is, it's kind of like, remember with the ruler postulate, you just subtract your smaller number from your bigger number? You just subtract your smaller number from your bigger number again. Alright? I don't know if I want to spend any time with this. I don't. I just realized I don't. Now these are, this is a huge concept. This is pendulum work. I'm just gonna finger it. Yeah, that works fine. Alright. So there's 4 types of angles. 4. Number 1 are acute angles. And that's nice because they're less than 90 degrees. They're just small little acute angles. They're a cute little angle. Right? Then you have right angles. Alright? And a right angle makes a 90-degree angle. 90-degree angle is a right. And if you see that little box, see how I did that right there? The box means it's a right angle. If you ever see a box on a test or anything, that's 90 degrees. You know that. Then you have obtuse angles. Obtuse angles are big. They're the fat angles. They're over 90 degrees, but less than 180. Alright, so that's obtuse. And then you have a straight angle. Straight angle could also be called a line. A line is actually an angle of 180 degrees. Alright? So let's take a look at this protractor. We have to label each of these as acute, right, obtuse, or straight. So let's go case by case. So the first one we're going to look at here is LKH. So we have LKH, and I highlight it for you guys. Alright, so now is that bigger than 90 degrees? Well, no, because 90 is right up and down in there. So, is it less than 90? Well, yeah. So that is a, LKH is a, struggle. A weird perspective, like my floating head, but I have to because I'm writing on my screen. So LKH is a acute angle. It's an acute, that is it. It's bad. Alright. So let's take a look at HKN. Alright. Well, then HKN we'll highlight in pink. So you do HKN. So you can see that made a straight line, right? So if it makes a straight line, it is a straight angle. Oh dear. Anyway, and we got one more to do. I'll do an orange. So then we have MKH. This one orange. Now we have to look at that. Well, is it a small acute angle? No. Is it a straight line? No. Is it 90? No. So this one is a obtuse angle. It's getting better. Alright, next thing we're going to look at is congruent angles. Much like lines, if these are marked, they are congruent. If they are marked, it means their measures are equal. That M means the measure. The M means you're looking at a number, like the measure of angle A is 36 degrees. Okay, angle A is just a physical representation of angle A. So congruent angles means that the measures are equal, right? And they will usually be marked. Do you see how there's like a little thing in there? It's like a little, do you guys see a little dash in there? That's a marked angle. That means they're congruent. Alright? Alright, angle addition postulate. This is exactly the same as the segment addition postulate. It just says if you have one big angle that's made up of 2 smaller angles, it equals the sum of the 2 smaller angles. You add the 2 smaller angles up, you get your one big angle. That's it. You can't even see my hands. I'm doing all sorts of stuff with my hands. You can't even see it. Okay? So let's take a look at this problem then using the angle addition postulate. So, example 3. DEF is a straight angle. What's the measure of DEC and CEF? Alright, so DEF is a straight angle, right? So let's think about this then. I'm gonna trying, flip, no, flip. So that means the measure of angle DEF is 120 degrees. 180 degrees. 180. I'm having technical difficulties. The rest of the videos are much better, trust me. So the whole thing's 180. So what do I know about the sum of the parts? What do you know about this angle plus this angle? Well, they have to equal 180 because both pieces put together have to equal the whole thing, which is 180. So I can set up 180 equals 11x minus 12 plus 2x plus 10, right? So now it's good old-fashioned algebra. 180 equals 11x plus 2x is 13x. Negative 12 plus 10 is minus 2. So then I add 2 to both sides. I get 182 equals 13x, right? Divide both sides by 13. 182 divided by 13 is 14 equals x. Yay! Are we done? No. We know x is 14, right? So I have to plug it into each of those to get the actual numbers. So I do 11. I'm going to do this side first. I'm going to 2 times 14 plus 10. So that's 28. That's 38 degrees. 38 degrees. And that's the measure of angle CEF. CEF. So now if I want to find the other angle, I could plug in 14, or I could just do 180 minus 38, because they both add to 180, right? And 180 minus 38 is 142. So 142 degrees is the measure of angle DEC. There we go. We have our two angles, 142 and 38. We already did that one. This is all just bull. Oh, that was it. That's it. We did it. Yay. We'll talk about this more in class. Have a good day.